Visiting the women's prison in Lusk, Wyoming showed me the many similarities and differences in the Wyoming Women's Correctional Facility and the Danbury prison portrayed in Orange is the New Black. On arrival, the physical appearance was different than how I pictured Danbury from the book. It did not seem as if there was much activity, and other than the large fence, it did not appear to be much more than that for security. Inside, the doors seemed more modern than the sliding bar doors I expected. There was the no-contact visiting, which I imagined being very much the same, but the large visiting room was extremely different. I pictured it being more empty, just a concrete room really, with not much more than a table and a chair, but it was full of games and more of a comforting feeling. The cafeteria reminded me greatly of an elementary cafeteria. It's fairly small, and again different from my pictured idea that I received from the book. It seemed smaller and had some small decorations and notes and reminders, but there's still the same picture of inmates preparing the meals for everyone to eat later. It was nice to see the schools going on teaching inmates that were preparing to receive their GEDs and other forms of education. It seemed more enjoyable than how Piper describes the programs at Danbury. It was also interesting to hear about all the physical classes and activities and groups that they have held in the gym. The gym was also much nicer than I had expected, compared to a run-down, broken gym that I got the idea of from Orange is the New Black. Even though I wasn't told why certain women were in there, I was fairly certain and heard talk of the majority of them being in there for drug-related incidents, same as is Orange is the New Black and many of the prisons throughout the country. The Wyoming prison is much better at providing drug addiction aid to their inmates, whereas Danbury is portrayed as being very bad at giving help. Also, the small space of the room shows that overcrowding could be a large problem if they have to put more than two in the extremely small rooms. It's very interesting to be able to compare the Wyoming women's prison to the image of Danbury I received from reading Orange is the New Black.